Episode 3978, Gain a Heart of Wisdom.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous end to your full week. Yes, it's almost the weekend. Believe it or not, yes, it's Friday Junior, which means it's Inspiration Motivation Day. And I hope today that you take a little time for yourself, a little time to reflect and gain a heart of wisdom. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, as you know, I am traveling this week. When am I not traveling, right? This is my norm. About every 3 to 4 days, I'm on the road again. And so I'm on the road again. And it's been wonderful. I've been meeting so many new people, listening to their stories. And one thing that keeps jumping out to me is lessons learned. And that sometimes in order for us to change our life, we have to change our landscape. What does your landscape look like? Maybe you're like, Christiane, I'm coming out of winter. It looks pretty blah. I get it. Maybe there's not a lot of blooms, but soon spring will be coming. So what will bloom this year? What will blossom underneath your eye? Because, in the rush of our modern lifestyle, which is busy, right? It's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. So much of our energy and focus flows towards chasing everyone else's dreams. And that includes our kids, our spouses. We're working for our boss and not for ourselves, right? Trying to fit into others' expectations or just simply surviving the relentless pace of day-to-day routines. I want you to consider some timeless words, and it comes from a psalm. And, it's interesting. I want to read this to you. But did you know a lot of Bible verses that are out there are kind of like just quoted, but they're never mentioned that, hey, this was actually in the Bible? So don't take offense to this if you're not Christian. That's okay. Look at it simply as, what can I gain wisdom from? But it comes from Psalm chapter 90, verse 12. Teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Now, what does it really mean to number our days? It's not some grim countdown or morbid fixation. I don't want you to think about that. But it's an invitation to live each day with intention. This awareness that your time isn't infinite, neither is mine. And we shouldn't be wasting our time on autopilot, but are we? How did you get up this morning? Did you think about actually what you were doing? I was talking to you about changing your landscape. When I travel and I'm in a different city, in a different location, in a different bed because I'm in a hotel or an Airbnb or wherever I'm staying, that changes my landscape. That means I have to focus a little bit more. It's like, wait, where's the bathroom again? Wait, where do I put my head on the pillow? Right? But you see, numbering our days means recognizing the value of each moment and choosing to learn the kind of wisdom that changes our hearts and shapes our lives. And you might be asking, Christiane, why is this important? I really don't care. You're going to care because our days are numbered, yours and mine. Without intentional reflection, it's easy to drift. It's easy to slip up into those habits that keep us oh so busy, so distracted that we miss out on a deeper understanding and a genuine growth. We become skilled at activity, but flawed in purpose. I want you to pause there for a moment and think about what I just said. Because when I wrote it, I was like, well, that was a good one. You have those moments. This is a moment. This is a moment where you need to write this down. Put it somewhere. You become skilled at an activity, but flawed in purpose when you're just living in your habits, when you're just kind of doing life, loading the trucks, just, I'm just getting by, no big deal. No, it is a big deal. Because you were created on purpose for a purpose. Wisdom comes not from more tasks checked off, but from insightful living. This kind of maturity that flows from knowing where we've been and where we want to go, right? Who you are and who you are becoming. Gain a heart of wisdom. And I know it's hard. I get it. We've got a lot going on. But we got to stop using busyness, our kids, our spouse, our church, our community, our broken down car, our bills, whatever it is for you, stop using all of that as excuses. I'm guilty as charged too. Don't say, oh, I can't work out. I'm just too busy with my kids. No, you're choosing not to work out because you could get up 10 minutes earlier and actually just go walk, even if it's around the neighborhood or if it's just a walk in place for 10 minutes. Maybe add this to your schedule. After you're done eating, walk for 10 minutes after you're done eating. And if you don't go outside, then just high knee it in your house. No big deal. You see, the thing is we've got to step out of autopilot. Our lives are all in that. Why? Because we're letting everybody else tell us what to do. We go to a fast food restaurant or even just a restaurant. We go and order and they're supposed to bring out our food the way we expect it to be brought in. And we take it, we accept it. That's autopilot. It's like, if I order, you're going to deliver. I want you to pause today. And I want you to ask yourself, am I present for this day? Or am I literally just going through the motions? Awareness is the doorway to change. So don't wait for a crisis or a wake-up call. Don't wait for, I'm going to my well checkup, and all of a sudden your whole life has fallen apart. Lean into the discomfort of slowing down now and ask yourself what your life is teaching you right now. Look at it. Gain a heart of wisdom. And you can only do that if you're off autopilot. Because if you're on autopilot, you're not thinking about anything. And then I want you to really think about reflection. Who do you see in the mirror? What do you see in the mirror? If you're looking at yourself all the time as, oh my gosh, who is this horrible looking woman? I've got all these, oh, my lines around my eyes and oh, my hair. Thank goodness I've got, hair coloring. Whatever you say to yourself, maybe it's, oh, my face is inflamed. Maybe I need to stop eating my rice or my bread or whatever it is. Look at where your time goes, not just what you say is important. Is really the size on the hanger that important? I'm not saying your health isn't, but the size on the hanger, right? Think about that for a minute. Because reality of your daily habits are, am I putting those as number one, or am I thinking about what I need now in this moment? Reflect on it. Are you living for someone else's definition of success? Are you living for someone else's body? I know, guilty, right? I mean, come on, be honest, and not in a meanful way, but in a way that says, I want to love who I see in that mirror. Is busyness making or actually more or less masking a deeper emptiness? Sometimes we just keep busy so we don't have to think about what we aren't doing. When we number our days, we see clearly where to cut the clutter and make room for what truly fuels us. What's your dream? Where are you headed? Every day brings lessons if we're paying attention. But are you? Or are you just going through the motions again? Don't dismiss setbacks or challenges because they're often the best teachers that we have in our life. Journal your thoughts. Yes, guys, if you're listening, journal. Believe it or not, it's amazing what happens when you write. Meditate on your choices and be curious about what your life is nudging you towards. What is it? What is it like? Gosh, why am I always drawn to this? And it may be something totally new. And it could be all of a sudden I'm interested in guitars. Or why do I have an interest in vehicles? Now, never had an interest before. Whatever it is. Maybe you have this affection for crocheting. I don't know. I know that sounds crazy, but maybe that's going to lead you down another road. Pay attention to it. Wisdom isn't a sudden download. It's earned through reflection and learning. You got to be aware. You got to pay attention in order to gain a heart of wisdom. And I think about wisdom too. Wisdom isn't acting like, I got this all put together. I know this. Did you watch the skater who came back? Alyssa Liu, I believe is her name. She has kind of like I'm going to call her tie-dye hair. She's adorable, by the way. She's absolutely precious. Did you watch her short program? She skated with absolutely no obstacles in front of her. She was skating for who she was at a deeper level, not for the fans in the stand, not that she wasn't doing that. That was a benefit. But the greatest thing that she was able to do was to skate for her. And that was because it came with wisdom. She walked away from skating and then decided to come back. And she did it on her terms. She said, this is what I want to do. I'm skating for this. Wisdom requires humility. The willingness to admit that we don't always know everything and to embrace new perspectives. Really think, to dive deeper, to know who you are and who you are becoming. And maybe when you have kind of a hard day, practice gratitude. Allow yourself to see the lessons learned, even when they're tough, because I know you get to it and you're like, I just want to throw those in the trash. No, that's diamonds for you. You earn those diamonds. You're not going to see them necessarily on your ring or on your ears or around your neck, but you will gain them in your heart. Be open to changing your old beliefs and habits that no longer serve you. What do you see in the mirror? My friend, this is an invitation, not an obligation, to gain a heart of wisdom. Numbering your days isn't about guilt or pressure. It's about reclaiming your time and stepping fully into your own journey, not somebody else's, not looking side to side. It's about you. It's about building a heart that understands what matters beneath the surface noise and all these fleeting distractions. The days ahead are your chance to live with intention, to gather wisdom like treasure, not to sit there and hoard it. No. You want to share your wisdom. And then you can walk a path that honors your unique story, right? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. My friend, don't let your life be measured by habits alone. Let it be shaped by presence and purpose. So start today, right? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. Number your days and gain a heart of wisdom. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.